Okay guys, got a quick updated version from my last video on the FML Baccarat calculator. You're currently looking at the original version right here. The update has to do with entering the scorecards. This database holds 10 scorecards. On this original version, you must fill out all of these in order for the calculator to work. Then if you want to calculate the next 10 scorecards, you must fill out another 10, which can be super tedious. And that's when I said to myself, we don't have time for that. We want our results fast and easy. So to fix this, over here on the updated version, everything looks the same, calculates the same. What I did was I took each scorecard, all 10 of them, and I plugged in a randomizer on each. So now you no longer have to fill out any scorecards. All you have to do is hit the F9 key at the top of your keyboard, and what that does is refreshes all 10 scorecards. You get a new batch with every click. By doing this, you're going to be able to calculate a large volume of scorecards in a short period of time. This F9 button works on any tab, so once you have your calculator set to whatever strategy you want, you simply click the F9 button and you'll get a new batch of 10 scorecards with every click. Super awesome, super easy. So this is a cool little upgrade for any of you guys that have already purchased this version. Check your mailbox for this upgraded version. Okay, so this leads me to my next calculator. Right over here. A 100 scorecard Baccarat simulator. I said, why not? I got my randomizer just like the 10 scorecards. I plugged in my randomizer and now have 100 scorecards all the way down to 100. I have 100 to work with, and clicking F9, yes, the randomizer works. You can't see all of them, but they do work on all 100 scorecards. It looks pretty. Okay, so we have our 100 scorecards. Now the question is, what can we extract from all these scorecards? Well, the possibilities are endless, but I'm going to give you a few options. So over here to the right, I decided to answer the question, what are the max win streak for player, the max win streak for banker, and the max win streak for chop, which is the alternating of player and banker wins. It's pretty straightforward and basic, but since we can utilize this randomizer and refresh 100 scorecards at a time, I was curious on what the results would be. So I tossed in the formulas, and now I have the results for max wins. I can spot check any of these results with a quick glance over here. So max win for player, I'm looking over here and I see it occur right there. 4 wins in a row, pretty simple. Max win streak for banker, actually I could see that happened more than one time, but remember the formula is only going to pick up the max win streak. So even if it happened multiple times, banker, the max win streak is 4. And max win streak for chop, this is a little trickier, but you're looking for the alternating of player and banker wins. I see it happened right here. Banker, player, banker, player, banker. This next one is banker there, so that's when it stops. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if we hit F9 just to do one more spot check. All right, this one's completely different. Max win streak for player. I see that happen right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's pretty easy to spot. And max win streak for banker is really easy to spot right there. 6 plus 4 is 10. And the max win streak for chop is 4. I see that happen right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if it happened any more times. Actually, it happened again right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's just going to pick up the max right there. Okay, so everything checks out. These calculations will be made on 100 scorecards. And if you look below these results, I went a step further. Occurrences of win streaks of 2, win streaks of 3, and win streaks of 4. I chose these 3 because they are the most probable of outcomes. If you're playing any sort of progressive betting strategy where you need to have consecutive wins, this could be helpful. So my question is, how many times exactly does each occur? And these results answer that question. To better understand how this calculator comes up with these results, all you have to do is bounce over to the red key down here. Okay, so this tab explains it all. Another example of the max win streaks for player, banker, and chop. That's easy enough. But what about these occurrences of win streaks? How did the calculator arrive at these results? And that question can be answered step by step below. Two-player win streak occurred 8 times, and if we look at the scorecard, you can see how the calculator arrived at 8. Each two-player win streak is circled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Notice how the two-player win streaks can stack up with larger win streaks. A 4-player win streak consists of a 2-player win streak 2 times. This 7-player win streak consists of a 2-player win streak 3 times. And if we look at the 3-player win streak, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the same with a 4-player win streak, occurred 2 times. It's easy once you can visualize it. And the same goes for banker. Got a big number there, 17. If we spot check the scorecard from the first 2 banker win streak all the way to number 17, yep, it checks out. And you're also going to have the 3 banker and 4 banker win streak results as well. Easy stuff. And lastly, we have the chop occurrences. Same logic as the player and banker, but this time we count only when player and banker wins alternate. So the calculator shows a 2 chop win streak occurred 9 times. And with a quick spot check, we can confirm this result. The same goes for 3 chop win streaks and 4 chop win streaks. So use this key tab as a reference if you need any clarity on how the calculator is arriving at the results. Okay, so we have 100 scorecards with all these results over here. How do we digest all this info? Well, we head over to the dashboard tab and we now have a roll-up of all 100 scorecards. As for the max win streaks, this section breaks it all down. If you want to know how many player scorecards had a max win streak of 4 bets, it's 29 out of 100. Remember, this is a roll-up of all 100 scorecards. Each of these columns add up to 100. Okay, so how many banker scorecards had a max win of 5 bets? That would be 26 out of 100. It's easy to read. Just find the win streak you are targeting for your betting system, and you will know how many scorecards achieved your target. And as for the occurrences down here, for 2, 3, and 4 bet win streaks, you will have the total number of times that each occurred for the entire batch of 100 scorecards. Let's say you have a betting strategy that requires player to win 2 times in a row. You would see that over the course of this 100 batch of scorecards, that happened 1,052 times. Or maybe you need the banker to win 3 times in a row. That occurred 421 times over the course of 100 scorecards. These are just a few extra nuggets of info above and beyond your max win streak data up here. And once we digest all of this, instead of filling out another 100 scorecards to run another test, all you have to do is hit the F9 key like this, and you get another fresh batch of 100 scorecards. It's a piece of cake. Okay, now there's 100 different ways you can use this data. It all depends on your personal betting strategy. And yes, everyone has a different Baccarat strategy. I confirmed this from the messages I received from my last Baccarat video. There's a lot of creative minds out there. So in an attempt to satisfy all, I took this 100 scorecard simulator and I'm going to give you a blank canvas to work with. This is what you will get. You're going to get 100 scorecards minus the formulas. All 100 of these scorecards can still be refreshed by clicking F9. All you have to do is add your formulas and extract whatever data you choose. As an example, here is a sneak peek at some of the formulas that I used. I'm just going to unhide where I put the formulas right underneath each scorecard. I labeled each line, I put in a formula, and then I just drug it across, and then I use this section over here to tally up all the formula data from down here. I mean, it definitely takes some time, but in the end, you're creating the formulas and extracting the data that you want. Okay, so this is basically your own personal 100 Baccarat scorecard randomizer. You set it up however you want. There are endless possibilities. And don't forget to save a copy or two. None of this data is locked. If you mess up, which you will, you're going to need a backup copy. Then when you're complete, be sure to lock and protect the spreadsheet for safekeeping. Okay, so what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to roll all 4 of these Baccarat calculators. First, the original FML Baccarat calculator. Second, the FML Baccarat calculator with randomizer. Third, the 100 scorecard simulator. And fourth, the You Create Your Own Baccarat simulator. Let's call it a Baccarat bundle. If you're interested, you can snag this bundle for practically nothing. Head on over to my website, acbettingsystems.com, put all 4 calculators in the cart, and you will receive the deep discount. Thank you for watching. I'll see you at the next.